In this section, I'm going to show you how to edit content that's already there. So you want to navigate to whichever page you want to edit. In this case, it's our test page. And then you're going to go on to this edit button. That's this pencil icon at the bottom of the persona bar on the left. Click that. That puts you into edit mode. Now whenever you're in edit mode, you'll see these dotted lines around these boxes, and these dotted lines represent panes or places where you can put content. And whenever you have a module inside of a pane here, if you hover over it, you'll see this top bar lights up, and you've got two menus. But we'll get into what those do a little later. This is what's called an HTML Pro module, and that basically is text and images. This is probably what most pages are made of. So here's these two modules here, and they both have random Latin text inside of them. And I'm just going to click on one, and you'll see suddenly and immediately I'm able to edit it. It takes me into this little editor, and I can look at all of this content and make any changes. It's got a sort of standard toolbar up here for you to change all sorts of things, you know, bold, italic, underline. You can put lists, bullet points, indent either way. You can create links from here, insert images, and then you've got this, which takes us to the advanced editor. We'll look at that in just a moment. I'll simply show you that that if you come down here, I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to just write, this is the end of this module. And then I'm going to click outside of the module. It shows you what it's going to look like. And here's my sentence. Now, down here on this bar across the bottom, you'll see instead of close right here, which takes you out of edit mode, you now have discard and publish. It's because I've made changes to an HTML Pro module. So if I click discard, it'll go back to exactly the way that it was. If I hit publish, it will save the changes and make them visible to the users. So we'll just publish. Was published successfully, and it'll refresh the page, no longer in edit mode, and you'll see that the change is visible. That's the most basic way of just changing text. Let's go back in edit mode, and I'm just gonna go back into this this module here, and I'm going to show you the advanced editor this time. Now this is what we recommend using. It gives us more options and a standard format for viewing it. So suppose you want to make a link. Let's say I'm going to turn this into a link. I go here to the link button. I click on it, and I can simply type out the URL or paste it in. So if I wanted this to go to Amazon.com, there it is. Now if I were to save that, or if I was to push close, then go down here and push publish, there'd be a link to Amazon.com there. This button removes links. You have other options here. Under link type, the default is portal file or other URL. That's what this is. You can also choose email. You can set up what an email would look like when they click on that. You can also go to portal page, and this will allow you to choose a page from another page from your portal, and it'll automatically link to it. So we have all of these pages to choose from, and we can simply link to another page. Now, when you're linking to another site, or just putting in a URL, you also have a few other options. One is target, and this will allow you to open things up in a new window or things like that. Here I can actually upload a file. I can send it to the server, and it will generate a link. We do not recommend doing this though, because you don't have control over where that file is located on the back end of your site. So I'm going to show you a better way to link to a file. The better way to link to a file is to simply hit Browse Server here, and now you can see the structure of your files here. And I'm going to go into Documents, and I'm just going to grab a random file here. But you can go through here and you can create folders, and you can structure the content on your site. And from here, once you get to the folder, like I'm in the Billboard folder right here, I can upload a new file if I want to. So let's say I've just got this picture right here. I'm going to add it. I'm going to start the upload. It's uploaded. And now if I wanted to link to that file, it's on the second page here, alphabetical. Well, there it is. So I've selected it, I hit OK, and it automatically generates the link. And I hit OK. I close out of this. I'm going to publish. And now when I click on this, it takes me to that image. Let's say that you want to place an image inside of this module though. Let's go to the advanced editor for this. Let's say that instead of linking to this image, I just want to place it right here. Well, there's this image button. You can click on this, and it wants to know where the image is. Normally I would have put the images in the images folder, but in this last example the document that I used was an image. So we're going to go to Documents, Billboard, and there it is. It selected, it narrowed down all the files just to images. And again, here's this upload button you can use to add new ones into the folder that you've selected if you haven't already uploaded the image. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one, hit OK, and it's added the image, which is incredibly large. For accessibility reasons, you always want to enter in alternative text. Just some sort of description of what the image is or what it represents, or something to let people know what this image is in case it doesn't show up, or there's some sort of accessibility issue and they're going to see the text, not the image. So this is a picture of ties. I'm just going to call it ties. I'm going to hit OK, and it has placed it there. And there is the image. And that is the basics of editing content that is already there.